Welcome to part 2 of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and with me are some of my favorite people in all the realm. God, we're starting part 2. How cool is that?
Extremely.
That's insane.
Super cool.
I guess it would be really cool if we knew there were only 3 parts.
No, we want a lot of parts.
But if there are like
right?
100 parts, then part 2 is like we're just getting started, which is amazing.
Right.
All of the above.
All of the above.
We've just scratched, but not sniffed.
I
don't know where that came from.
That was good. That was good.
Nolan, on that note, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, now that we're at the end of part 1, I feel like we can just do a little quick recap of what we've learned about Mo. He is a naive monk, but very lovable. I feel like all his marbles are there, but he chooses not to use them, is kind of the vibe I get from him.
Just like rattling around in his head.
Yeah. He uses them to play games, basically.
It almost feels like willful naivete at times. Like he's trying.
Well, he's trying to keep the mood up.
thing.
You guys are all dark and sad and broody.
That is fair.
But, he's doing his own thing. He feels like he found a new family that's going to help him save his sensei. And he's thinking like, oh, yeah, check out these new recruits I got. Sensei's going to love it. But he hasn't told you guys that yet. So I was looking at like South American countries I want to visit. And I was looking at, now I forgot the name of it. I was looking at Argentina. But I kind of realized I'm going to have to bring like some winter clothes because it basically borders on Chile.
That might have been the worst one yet. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I play J.R. Rainstar. So he woke up the perfect gentleman in the land of the dead. And he still is a perfect gentleman, don't get me wrong. But after realizing that this wasn't a dream full of scantily clad ASMR girls, he went on his journey and reconnected with his dragon patron and got his powers back. Found his best friend, a sword.
Wow.
That stabbed into Tana's back last time.
And into Mo's guts.
Wow.
I see that the big bad is right in front of us.
He's
No
shifting
comment
his
at
eyes.
this time.
Check out a sword.
Right.
He also reconnected with his brother and found out that he got his head cut off, but now he has a new body and he's ready to go.
Nice. I'm Rachel. I play Tana. Tana is a runaway tiefling from Mount Orem. Her god is Elguth, the god of chaos. She doesn't really like him, though. He represents a lot of yucky stuff. And she woke up in Malice believing that she probably deserves to be there because she's done some not great things in her past. However, she's trying to better herself by counteracting the chaotic bad past with lots and lots of good stuff. And also hanging out with you guys to get said good stuff done. She also has a temper and is prone to lighting things on fire. Sorry.
Hi, this is Aaron, and I play Finian the elf, who is druid without a cause.
Funny, he doesn't look Druish.
Oh, yeah. Funny about that, huh? I'm going to go with he absolutely looks druish and then some. He's very pale. His antlers, wears robes. He looks like a druid. You wouldn't mistake him for anything else. So Finian was sent on his first mission into Vaitara and died. Yeah, Finian's a druid without a cause. He's been cast into a party of misfits, and he doesn't know why he's there. He was really supposed to be tromping around in various woodlands and Vaitara looking for mushrooms as part of his, doctoral dissertation or whatever elves do when they reach this point in their lives. And now he's found himself in a very unusual set of circumstances and doesn't quite know where to go with this. Watch out, because he's also figuring out how to deal with death magic a bit.
Hey everyone, this is Sarek. I play Hein the Scion. Hein is a Gith, so what's a Gith? Imagine a frog person without a nose, and you got it. And what's a Scion, of course? You can kind of think Green Lantern, I guess. He has the ability to project items from his imagination into reality, and he's also able to communicate telepathically with other Gith, and as he's finding out, with other species as well. When he first woke up, He only really remembered his life as a stonemason, couldn't really comprehend why he was in Malice, but he had some anxiety about it. And as he's been remembering and being reintroduced back to the world again, he's starting to realize, no, there was a lot more to it. And he's got a pretty dark past, including a lot of killing. So we'll see how that pays out with the group. But at least on the plus side, if you need a job done, at least Hein will do it.
So we need, for example, to kill a lot of flies that are...
That sounds like a job for a monk.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sure Mo could do it in less than a day.
How many flies?
2.
Two of them.
Yes,
I'm going to need a week.
They're really big, tough
I don't
ones.
think they live a week, so you're in luck.
You have to use chopsticks.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And with that, I think it's time for our story to continue.
If the ocean was beer and I was a duck, I would swim to the bottom and drink myself up. But the ocean's not beer and I'm not a duck, so let's drink these pints and get fucked up.
Wow, that was a good one.
Pretty good.
Cheers.
Chapter 12, Raise the Alarm. Months ago, the party was thawed from the ice of Malice, the afterlife for the worst of the worst. The orc who brought your souls back, Prince Morath Belior, asked you to deliver a message to the orcs of Noctara, a call to aid him in a rebellion. You did as you were told, causing a lot of accidental chaos along the way, of course.
Why did you look at me? Why are you looking at me?
No reason.
You finally made your way to Theckham, the city between the world of the living and the dead. Here, Morath made good on his promise and restored your bodies. Prince Morath faces a wide road that leads to the port, filled by dozens of ships flying the Belior flag, his father's flag. The orc prince turns to the party. How could this fleet be here? No one in Belior should know that I sent you to start a war.
Why would you ask us this? We're not the only ones that knew of this. Your father also, as you know, had a similar desire for conflict.
I did not realize that my father also sent word. You didn't tell me this.
I tell a lot of things to a lot of people, but evidently I did not relay that to you. Yes, when we arrived in Quorum, we decided to give multiple messages to the Great Khan, and apparently in amongst the messages was a message from your father. And the message was very similar to your call to arms. You are not alone in your desire for this conflict.
We cannot let them leave port. And he motions you to follow him to an alleyway. A big group like yours is starting to gain attention, just kind of awkwardly standing in the middle of this busy road.
I don't understand. You wanted us to send a message. You wanted war, did you not?
I wanted you to send the message, but no, I never wanted war. I know this is all very confusing. I will explain everything, but the 5 of you claim that you're good people. If that's true, then I need your help. We have to stop the war before it happens.
Oh, okay.
We're not just good people. We're good noodles. How can we stop this?
All right, I'll light Morath on fire later. Go ahead.
Morath, how are we to believe your intent at this point? It seems like we've gone from starting a war that you clearly felt was just, and now you've decided that it must be stopped.
That is true.
Is that for good or ill? We don't know who the combatants are and why they would choose to fight each other in this circumstance. I know you want us to wait till later to understand this, but I can't in good conscience go and injure or kill others without a very good justification.
I know that my actions have been confusing, Finian, but I'll tell you this. Sagrim is a horrible king, and he needs to be disposed of. This rebellion against the Empire that has conquered Sagrim's lands, it's a farce. I can't let the rebellion happen. Clue you in on everything after, but we need to sink these ships
So, just to make sure that we don't wake up in malice again by taking the wrong side, can you at least let us know what would happen if we didn't stop these ships?
These ships will sail to Belior, and war will begin with the Empire of Volo. A lot of people will die because of this. Just so my father can be free of the Empire's rule, their peaceful rule.
Okay, well, you and your father can go to therapy, and in the meantime, how many ships do I have to explode?
He glances out to port. There are a lot, perhaps a couple dozen out there, but the orcs, they must not be far behind. We have time, but not much. I know you have a talent for fire, Tana.
Are those ships manned? I don't relish killing innocent sailors, even if they are orcs.
If I were to guess, my father sent those ships to pick up the orcs. If the orcs are not here yet, they probably have a small crew, but they are not full.
Might I suggest, an operation like this would not have well-communicated orders or directions yet. It's quite possible that the sailors don't know why they're here yet, and if we could disrupt that chain, perhaps we could stop the war and stop the sailing without having to spill so much blood.
A distraction?
Yes, that would be necessary, but I'm thinking actually finding their communications and taking them, much as we just did in our lives in Noctara.
How would we be able to find these communications if they're not distracted? It almost seems like we need someone to get the communications while someone stays out and gets them away from the ships.
I think Tana is right, yes.
Morath sighs, relieved. Thank you. I'm sorry, truly, for putting you in this position. And Finian, I apologize for the conflicts you and I have had. I will explain everything. Let's just try and do good today. I have a contact here in the city I will find. By the time I return, I hope that you will have succeeded. Whatever means necessary. Just make sure those ships cannot leave port.
I believe that is a fair compromise.
All right, so the question is, who stays with me and who goes with you, Hein? All in favor of starting chaos and potentially burning down a few ships? Say aye.
Captain Deadbeat Dick, who's in this alley with you, will raise his hand, and a bunch of his crew will also raise their hands.
Fantastic. Mo, JR, either of you in?
Well, I'd rather go with Finian.
Mo?
Which one is the? Can you just give me 1 second, and then I'll lean into Morath. Hey, which job is cooler?
What?
Like of the tasks, which one makes you like more cool?
Destroy boats or
Yeah.
or get information. You're asking me which is cooler.
Yeah, no, I knew it. You're right. I'm going to
Hey,
destroy ships. That one sounds cool.
I was going to say one has fireworks and the other doesn't.
Morath looks horribly concerned.
It's no problem if there's damage to the boats after we distract the sailors out of it, right?
No, of course not. Be my guest.
Okay.
After finishing his sentence, Morath's body will begin to, dematerialize. It's very strange to look at. It looks like his skin is shifting as parts of it flutter away as butterflies. And in just a moment, he's gone. Just a swarm of very bright green butterflies flying away.
And every time I think I might have a motum of respect for him, he goes and does that.
Huh. So that's where the butterflies came from.
I wanted to put our hands in the middle and say, like, good noodles on 3, and he just left. That's not really good noodly. Come on, guys, and I'll put my hand in the middle.
I'll tentatively put my hand on yours, even though I still don't know what a good noodle is.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I'll put my hand under Mo's. Awkwardly.
I'll be secretly grateful.
We have our instructions.
Finian, it sounds like you're going with Hein.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Deadbeat Dick.
Right, so I figure that my crew and I can, do a bit of infiltrating.
Actually, I had a great idea for you.
All right.
I was hoping, at least initially, you could all just pull down your pants and moon the sailors to get them out of the ship so I don't accidentally kill anyone when I light them on fire.
He'll look back at his crew. They're now like stifling giggles. Right, all right. Looks like they agree to that.
I think they're going to need my help too.
Absolutely. Go moon away. Moon away.
We'll just try and stay clear of your fire. I've seen what it can do on my own ship, and
are you attempting to shift the gravity and move the water with these moons? What is the purpose?
It is a term for showing your underside to somebody and taunting them. Sorry, deadbeat. And taunting them with your buttocks. We'll explain later. Go. Do what you need to do.
I thought that was affection. Okay, yes.
And I'll go with you guys. I'm really stealthy as I dump my armor. It's just clunk, clunk, clunk.
I almost just did a spit take.
Well, I figure the team that is going with me, we will infiltrate the head boat, the flagship, I believe it is called. I've been on several before. We will just don't blow up the largest one or the one with the most flags, and we'll be okay.
Got it.
I feel like all we have to do is just disable them break the rudders.
I think that would be well advised as a secondary option, yes.
Is that your armor clinking?
I'm so
Stealth is
stealthy,
not-
guys.
Stealth is not your strong suit, is it, JR? No,
I guess it is a lot. Maybe I'll stay with Tana.
Hein and I will be fine.
I'll lean into Hein. Are they both blushing?
You can't tell. I'm already red.
They still have their pants on. I cannot tell.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll start with the distraction team. Probably makes the most sense. So, who is causing a ruckus exactly?
Well, I know that my pants are down.
Okay, it's Mo, JR, Tana, Deadbeat, and his crew.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all wander over. It's just a few blocks to the port,
Yeah.
to the dock.
We'll stand on the very edge in a line, and I imagine all of you now have your pants down.
That's not very dignified of a gentleman.
I'll pants him.
Haha, I had a belt.
Why are you wearing a second pair of pants?
A gentleman always has two pairs of pants because you never know what might happen. Rule 2 of being a gentleman, always be prepared.
Is our Deadbeat and his crew, do they already have their pants down too?
Deadbeat's ass and his feathers, I guess, is
cloaca,
facing the sea, and he's looking up at you. All right, well, whenever you're ready.
Fantastic. I will shoot a firebolt into the sky, which will explode like a firework and make a whole lot of ruckus. So hopefully those in the boats will look our way.
Someone will. You see now, after the explosion, people are peeking their heads out. People who are already on deck moving crates and barrels will stop to see what's going on.
Hey,
What?
fuck you.
No, fuck you!
No, fuck you. Guess what I did last night?
What?
Your mom.
Well, I never! A bunch of people now are starting to come off the boat to see what's going on, to see this line of 22 sailors mooning them.
Keep insulting their mothers. It's working. Go, go.
Your guys' moms are as dumb as I am.
That was a little too much, Mo. Come on.
Yeah, Mo, keep it civilized.
All right.
I turn to Hein.
Hold on. That was so good.
And I start laughing hysterically. No. I turn to Hein.
Hein, have you ever been made invisible before?
No. It will be a novel experience.
It will. You may not cast or attack.
Oh, I was hoping you were not serious.
Well, I am.
I pull out a very pale, ghostly-looking mushroom. It's kind of almost shimmery in my hand. I smash it into a paste, and I rub it, and I walk over and say, okay?
All right, make it so.
And I wipe a little bit on his forehead. I do the same to me, and I cast. And anybody looking at us, we're gone.
What
Vanish.
about the pig?
God damn it! Rachel!
He could come with us if you want, and he could be mooning everybody.
Yes, Durgus is going to moon the
With his 2 eggs and bacon.
Crew of the ships with his little
Okay.
cute piggy butt.
It has been established that Dergus is with the rest of us, showing his butt and insulting their mothers.
Perfect.
Yeah, Deargus, give him the old green eggs in hand.
Oh boy. Yeah, so I cast, and now we're invisible. It'll make it a lot easier for us to get on board a ship unseen.
And so as he makes us invisible, we'll hear the firework go off overhead. 20 minutes ahead of schedule. I guess we didn't have a schedule. Anyway, we gotta go.
We have time.
What do you mean?
It should last as much as an hour.
No, the plan does not have time. The spell may have time, but we must go.
This is correct. We should go.
I'm gonna shake my invisible head at this. I'm starting to understand where Tana's coming from at this point.
I turned to look at Hein, to look him in the eyes, but I can't see him, and he can't see me, so we're just going to have to talk to each other.
All right, you see the big flagship? The ship with literally all the flags.
I do.
That is what we must get on.
Stay within hearing distance, or it'll be difficult to find each other.
I'll find a little rag or something in the alley and stick it in my back pocket.
Anything you carry is invisible.
Which you notice the second you put it in your pocket.
This will be difficult. All right. Shall we hold hands?
Oh.
Absolutely.
And here I thought Mo and JR had the bromance.
I'll grab at him, probably grab an antler or something a couple times.
We managed to grab a hand.
Hein, you're a
That's not
telepath.
my hand.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I can see, like, invisible people.
Right, but you can still communicate, right?
Yeah, but
We can talk to each other.
that's not kosher. I mean, Morath's saying Giths are over here, violating people's memories and
Right,
ideas,
right.
and I mean, he's wrong. I hope. All right, so we'll run down the port and dodge past a couple of orcs that are coming
Holding
out to see the
hands while we
distraction.
do this.
Oh yeah, we're holding hands the entire way.
Right. It doesn't look like there were a lot of people on these ships, like Morath assumed. It looks like there was a pretty, skeleton crew that has come off of the boat to see what's going on.
Easy. I'll pull him up the gangplank for the largest ship,
Okay.
and we'll find ourselves on board.
Guys, I got an idea. These orcs look pretty tough, and I got these invincible rings. I'm just going to ask them if they want to fight. Check this out. And I'll turn
Wait.
around. Hey, you dumb orcs, do you want to fight? Check out these powerful rings I have.
Go get him, Mo.
Only one of the sailors is an orc. Most of them are humans. So the one orc, points at himself and looks behind him like, oh, are you talking to me?
Does he look pretty tough?
Oh, yeah, he's an orc.
No, I was talking to the guy behind you.
So basically, we've successfully antagonized these sailors into an all-out brawl. Is that accurate?
Make a performance roll.
Ooh, okay. Can I make it persuasion?
You can make it with advantage because
Because my
the
butt's
sailors
out.
are being mooned by a lot of people.
1 die for each butt cheek.
Ooh, a 19.
These sailors, you got the impression they were super bored. They were just loading shit on these boats for who knows how long. Doesn't take much to set them off. And immediately, they're rolling up sleeves, they're taking off shirts, and they're coming at you.
Asking is Rachel, real quick. What is the AC or armor class of these boats?
Armor class is 15.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to start hurling fire bolts at them, and I do get a +8 attack bonus.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Against a large object like a boat.
So
Yeah,
I'm
hard
just
to
going to
hit.
be over here. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be over here
Yeah.
rolling dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got one that hits. Oh, we got one that misses. Oh, that one hits really hard. So I guess boats are just erupting into flames one at a time.
Yeah, you're starting small fires that are really starting to compound. And so far, sailors haven't started to notice.
Oh, there goes another one.
Now they've started to notice. As smoke is rising from this boat, and an alarm does start sounding, someone with a horn. And you can see a lot of the guards that were not too concerned with the sailor brawl, they've seen this ship before, are now suddenly very concerned.
Oh, boy.
So I'll have the three of you roll initiative. And we'll
Sorry.
get back to you. Hein, Finian, you are seeing this chaos erupt.
Hein.
Yes, I'm still here. I still have your hand.
Oh, that's your hand. Sorry. We can let go of hands now. I think we'll be able to find our way around the ship, okay? Just stay within voice range.
I'll drop his hand a little bit sad.
Is your hand wet? It's slimy.
And slimy.
It might smell a little of mushroom.
No, I haven't moisturized recently.
So I was gonna say,
It's probably a little bit dry and scaly at
You
this
wouldn't
point.
notice
but
it. I mean, my hand would feel dry to you, right?
Yeah.
both of your hands are probably just mushroomy. And
They're probably a little wrinkly, too. We're both pretty old, so, you know.
I'm young by Elven standards, quite young. I'm like I'm a teenager.
Good for
practically.
you.
So-
We don't all get to live 400 years.
Yeah, maybe longer.
When 400 years old, you reach.
So you're up on the deck, where there are still a couple sailors who have stayed behind. These ones here on the flagship seemed a bit more trained than the rest that have gone to that were
Avenge
provoked
their
by a
mothers.
fist fight.
We're on the flagship. It makes sense.
They've come to clap some cheeks.
Oh boy.
We need to get into the captain's chambers.
Yes, speak quietly, but yes, I agree.
So we'll try and sneak over to the captain's quarters, I guess.
Both of you make stealth checks with advantage.
With advantage. I got a 12.
That's not great.
No, it's not great at all.
Maybe you're
invisible.
leaving a trail of slime behind you. Nolan just shot me
Maybe
the
I
dirtiest look.
No. I know what it is. I forgot to let go of his hand, and we're still walking, and I accidentally walked between somebody, and it knocks him.
You guys walking between the pole in the middle of the ship with hands held.
Dink. Ow.
I feel like that's a gentle bump against something. What was that?
You gentle bump into someone, and they oh, what? And they whip around to face you, and they don't see anything. So they'll start feeling around, make an acrobatics check.
At least acrobatics I'm proficient in, so that'll be a 20, not nat.
You manage to dip, dodge, dive, and whatever the other duck out of the way of this sailor's hands, and he looks around. None of the other crew on deck saw this, so he just shrugs and continues loading crates.
My back is pressed up against the mast at this point, not wanting to bump into somebody else while I'm dipping and dodging from this guy.
Careful.
We'll continue on to the captain's quarters.
Okay. There is a nice big door there, though it's locked, of course.
I don't suppose you have lockpicks?
No, I don't carry lockpicks.
I'll need a distraction then. I'm going to have to break the door.
You hear someone blowing a horn, and you look out and you see smoke rising from the nearby ships.
What do the guards on the deck do when that happens?
They all run to the perimeter of the deck to see what's going on.
Are they farther away from us or closer?
They are further away from you.
So as I hear the horn sounding, I'm going to shove Finian back, stand back, and I'm going to bang on the door. Captain! Captain! And I'm going to step back out of the way now, too.
Oh, smart. That's really smart.
I catch on.
The door opens, and on the other side is a dwarf with a surprisingly red beard. And you're still invisible, I assume. right?
Yeah.
He looks around, like, as if to look for who knocked on the door. But then he immediately sees his crew and the smoke, and he runs to see what's going on. So what is going on exactly?
oh yeah.
I think we're fighting.
How many guards have attacked us?
Right, I asked you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Mo, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 18.
Ooh, you were
With-
ready.
My plus 5 HP. Yes.
Oh, you gain temporary HP. God, that's so good. JR.
17.
And Tana.
I also rolled an 18.
Look at you guys are ready. Good for you. Mo, you're up first.
How many guards?
There are 8 guards. The docks it's a big area. There are a lot of guards here. There are 8, all with spears lowered, that have come towards you.
Okay.
The one of them who looks like maybe the captain, the senior officer of them, before they stab you, he stops. Stop! You're under arrest for grand arson, destruction of property, and worst of all, indecent exposure.
Really indecent.
Put your hands up.
But if I put my hands up, then my pants stay down. I'll use my action to pull up my pants.
It is your turn.
Oh yeah, I'll use my action to pull up my pants, and then I guess I'll look to the front captain. Listen, man, I'm just here to fight the orc. Can we resolve that first?
No!
What?
I said hands up.
No,
I'll put my hands up.
you're a monk.
Your pants will fall back down.
And while my hands are up,
What would your sensei do?
well, I have a plan.
Okay.
While my hands are up, I have 3 rings.
You do. Do you want to know what they look like?
Yes.
You have 3 gold rings. One of them has a pale red gem in it. One of them has a glassy gem. And one of them has a dark gray streak of metal that runs along the center of the ring.
That one sounds coolest, so I'm going to activate that one.
You get the sense that this one is always active.
Oh no.
Would you like to activate one of the other ones?
Yeah, let's do the, I'll activate the glassy gem.
Somewhere deep in your subconscious, you feel your head moving by its own volition, just turning slowly. And you find yourself, your attention very specifically on a building right off port. It looks like an inn, and you're just staring at it, and you feel drawn to this inn. It seems, this inn seems more visible than any of the other buildings around it.
I gotta go. You can't catch me. I'll turn it. I'm just gonna start running. I'm just gonna start running towards it.
Stop! JR.
I will move 45 feet that way.
I assume a few guards will follow him.
Yes. 2 of the guards will follow.
Was that one with the silver streak or the metal around it?
That was the glassy
No,
gem.
that one's always
the
active.
first one, the one that's always active. That's the ring of belt loosening.
JR, it's your turn. You see Mo running off towards it, just away from the port.
Hey guys,
One of them will pull out handcuffs.
I need my lawyer.
It's all right, son. Just give me your hands.
Oh, okay. I'll hold up my hand and then just erupt lightning.
Oh, wow.
What does the guard do?
It's a cone, so I'll hit everyone I can.
Oh my gosh.
I feel his alignment is slipping.
Savage.
So they all make dex saves, and now with my level 6, they all make con saves.
They make both?
Yep, and if they fail their con save, they're stunned.
What's your DC?
16 now. Yeah, 16.
Okay, so you hit 4 of the 6 guards, and they fail in various modes here between the dex and the con.
Okay, 23 or half.
Oh my god.
Wow.
2 of the guards begin shaking violently as your lightning passes through them, and they collapse to the ground.
And I'll draw my sword.
Oh my god!
I'll grab you by the sleeve. JR, we just got a second chance to not wake up in malice. Do you think maybe we should try not to kill these innocent guards who are just doing their jobs? Maybe.
He said you wouldn't understand.
Oh.
I'll turn around.
Oh my god!
Tana, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck.
There's so many fires right now.
War's war.
Thought we were trying to prevent a war.
How many guards are not, like, sizzling and spasming on the ground?
4.
4.
There are 2 more that are following Mo.
I'm going to create a small bonfire underneath the feet of the nearest guard.
Okay.
Not enough to mortally wound him
Sure.
or right? Just enough to start melting the soles of his boots and make him scream like a little girl and hopefully distract the other 3 guards.
Okay. This guard will jump back out of the bonfire and scream perfectly like a little girl. As always, thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
And he'll, as his scream subsides, he'll yell, "Where's the Seeker? Where's the Seeker?" And it is now the guard's turn. 2 of the guards will rush forward at you, Tana.
Probably should have thrown up my mage armor. Oh well, here we go.
One of them hits, only one, and he only does a whopping 3 piercing damage.
I literally laugh in his face as I wipe the little trickle of blood off my mouth.
Meanwhile, the guard captain is trying to apprehend JR. JR, he is trying to arrest you. Will you make an opposed athletics check? He rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
That beats me.
You're surprised with immense strength. He grabs both your wrists, and there's shackles between them within moments. And the guard whose shoes were on fire will use his action to remove his boots.
Fair.
Mo, 2 of the guards are chasing you, but you are faster than them. Finian and Hein, what are you up to?
As the captain goes dashing past us to figure out what the heck's going on, now he's hearing lightning bolts and everything as well. I'll gently hold my hand out and stop the door from closing.
I turn to Hein.
I believe that they're all sufficiently distracted for our purposes.
I'll motion for him to enter and... right. Go.
I enter the cabin.
And I'll follow behind it. I'll close the door quietly behind us.
Inside is a fairly cramped room, complete with a bed and a bookshelf with slanted shelves so books stay in place. And there's, of course, a desk kind of in the middle of this room.
I'll run up
What's
to the
on the
desk
desk?
and see any paperwork or any maps on the desk.
There is a map. There are 2 maps on the desk, one of the world and one that's zoomed in of the city of Theckham. And there are 3 drawers on the right side of this desk. Looks like a lot of this stuff is away. He was in the middle of writing some letter, maybe skimming it. It looks like just a letter to his wife.
I wish we brought Tana. This would be easier if we could just burn everything.
Oh, why don't we investigate what's in these drawers and see if we can learn any useful information?
I guess I'll wait a second and listen. Do I hear any commotion from above or around us, or does it sound like it's gone relatively quiet?
There is a lot of commotion now out on deck.
Okay, but not in our general vicinities.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
I start going through the drawers. I'm looking for information of use to us to figure out what the plans might be, and also if we can potentially waylay these.
Surprisingly, these drawers are not locked. And you find a series of basically scrolls. And I assume you don't just stop and read everything, but they do seem to be orders, some kind of plan.
I'm going to take them all,
Yeah.
put them in my pack, and
Yeah.
basically making it so all the orders are missing.
Yep, okay.
This is too easy. The drawers were unlocked. We simply got the captain out. There's something else here.
Let's keep looking.
I'll do an investigation check to see if I can find any hidden compartments.
Sure.
So I guess probably looking under the bed, underneath
Yeah.
the table,
I
and
join him to
moving
aid
any
him.
moving any of the furniture around. Ooh, that's a big one. 26.
You find 2 things. The first is a much longer scroll. This one opening up has the official seal from King Sogrim. You also find a sending stone. It's just a pale ball of crystal, basically.
I've used these before.
Okay, so you know, and I'll explain it to everyone. Sending stones are made in pairs, and once a day you can send a message of 25 words or less to the other pair, and they can respond in kind.
What happens if you buy the higher plan? Can you send them messages?
Yeah, the more you pay, the more...
Okay.
The
Yeah.
more letters you can send.
Exactly,
Words,
yeah. The higher the character
Yeah,
count.
okay.
I just realized, and I guess it's pretty convenient that I just bought a bag of holding just last episode. So
You're just stuffing all this. I have stuff in my pack, and now you're throwing.
I'm
these in the
seeing
bag
I'm seeing all of the letters flying around, and I guess some of the stuff he drops while trying to shovel it into his pack.
because you
I'll-
don't see it once I hold it. It
Yeah,
goes
exactly.
invisible. It's
Yeah.
like scroll gone. Cool. I'm going to take take the scrolls that I was holding. I put them in my bag. I see you loading up your sack of holding. And I hand you some more because I'm running out of room.
We'll start shoveling it in. Thankfully, all I had in there was rations and some water and a change of clothes. So it's going to make a mess, and I'm probably going to have to, re-clean the clothes, but that's okay.
After a moment of this, Finian, your passive perception is high enough that you realize the captain is on his way back.
Hein, the
What?
captain is approaching.
My head will snap to the nearest window. Is it pointed out towards the water by chance?
Yes.
We gotta go. Out the window.
How close is the captain? Like, do we need to jump out the window, or can we just walk out
He's
the door?
like 20 feet.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
And he's stomping his way towards his quarters.
Time to go.
I'll do an acrobatics check to dive through the window. I'm gonna shatter the glass, I'm sure, too.
Don't roll for that, because Tiberius said our next acrobatics is a 5.
Tiberius, that was rude.
I suspect that would have succeeded because I got a 15.
Well,
so
you
thanks,
slam
Tiberius. Those are
into
some
this-
strong windows.
You slam into this window. It is triple reinforced. This ship has gone through storms. They're ready for it. You don't even so much as crack this, but you do make a loud sound. And the captain's pace increases. All right, Mo, it is your turn.
All right. I guess I'm still looking at the. You said it was an inn.
Yeah, it just looks like a normal inn.
I just wanted to say I really want to use my fireball, so I hope I can.
I assume you were going to start fireballing ships.
No, I'm saving that up. But I will start fireballing the guards because they're just going to be bad guys and not stop when I tell them to stop.
That is true.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Wait, so your definition of good or bad is if they decide to listen to what you tell them to do?
I will
That
give
sounds
them,
reasonable.
I will give them one chance to fuck off. If they do not fuck, they will be off.
I'm being detained.
I'll stop immediately and turn around.
2 guards are rushing you with spears pointing at you.
Is there? So this is a dock, right? There's a lot of stuff around. Is there a broom?
Sure.
I'm gonna pick up the broom and hold it like a spear at them. Hey, you better unarrest my friend or else.
They're still charging you.
I'll start poking the one on the right really hard with the broom.
Okay, as they get to you, you poke him with the broom.
Yeah. So I'm using improvised weapon here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use it and make it look like a spear. Oh no.
AC 16.
Out of my 3 attacks, 1 hits.
Oof.
But I did use a key point, so I get another attack. Okay, so 1 hits. And he'll take... Today's not my day. He will take 4 poking damage.
Hey, ow!
Hey, I'll do it again. You better unarrest my friend.
No, we're just adding resisting arrest to the list. JR, it's your turn.
That's okay. I'm a really good lawyer.
Is that your turn?
You, JR, are shackled, and the guard is trying to shove you to your knees.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to see which one of these would make more sense.
Uh-oh, he's looking through his spells.
Because I could kill them or go more peaceful route.
Okay. Well, your sword says kill them.
I'm gonna roll for goodness.
Okay.
Ooh. They dying. I will just look him dead in the eye and be like, "Oh, you can't catch the storm," and I'll thunder step away. So he
Ooh.
makes a con save.
He fails his save.
And then anyone else who's within 10 feet of me also make it. If anyone else is around me. 27 thunder damage.
27 thunder
I got
damage.
a 10, a 9, and an 8.
Tana, you see JR with the erupting sound of thunder explode, and then the guard captain just goes flying across the port.
And I
Okay.
just appear in front of you. Oh, we should run.
The guards are getting increasingly nervous. The 3 that are still around you, Tana, are starting to step away as they realize they're a little bit... they will step away as they realize just how outmatched they are.
I'm just gonna click my tongue, look over at JR and shoot him a really dirty look. Because I was really looking forward to using Fireball. But since these guys are already, leaving, I'm not gonna be that guy as I give him another dirty look. I'm very sullen right now. So, Just for fun, I'm gonna throw a fireball down at the last of the 2 ships that are not on fire, and no, it's not the flagship. So the ship will have to make a dexterity saving throw.
The ship fails its dex save.
So that ship is going to take 38 fire damage.
38 fire damage.
Yeah.
The ship is vulnerable to fire damage. A massive chunk of this ship just explodes outward as this fireball comes crashing down on top of it. And the guards take another few steps back. Why are you doing this?
Well, it could have been you. I suggest you keep walking in the opposite direction.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, you don't want Tana to be intimidating. Yeah, that's a 26.
Oh.
Very intimidating.
2 of the guards will just peel out, and the third will
Pee his pants.
and then realize that the other 2 left, and he'll follow suit.
So where does that leave us? I guess Mo is stabbing
There
people
are
with a broom.
2 guards who are currently stabbing Mo, which I'll do right now. Mo, you take 14 piercing damage from their spears. Stop resisting arrest!
That one really hurt.
Actually, Mo, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that they were still stabbing you. I guess I probably should have hit them instead of the boat.
No, I'll get him back. Don't worry.
Okay. My apologies.
No.
You
he's
speak
got
in this tone of voice while he's being stabbed and you're blowing up ships. I love it.
Yeah.
As the captain is rushing toward the cabin, and I see Hein smash himself into the window, I just bolt out of the door, not caring whether I bump into the captain. I'm not attacking him, but if I happen to brush past him, I'm running for the rail of the ship.
Okay.
I can move 35 feet, so I'm out.
Yeah, you brush past him, and he swivels around to see what just...
Which is nothing.
But it was nothing, and you are now you're off the deck.
And I wild shape
Ooh.
into a dolphin, and I remain invisible. I turn and wait. And as soon as I hit the water, I kind of poke my snout up, and I'm looking for him.
And you're waiting. Yep.
So I know about magic, but I don't know exactly the limitations of invisibility and if he's just going to leave me high and dry. So I roll under the table, and I'm going to wait half a second to see if the captain sees me or goes running off after the wind that just ran past him.
He's hesitated in the door, but of course it's at this moment when the sending stone starts making noise. And you can hear it muffled from inside your
Oh,
bag.
no.
What's your passive perception?
11.
When this starts talking, do you stop to try and listen to it, or do you try and muffle it?
No, I've got a different idea, actually.
Okay.
Seeing this and knowing there's no way I'm going to be able to stop this sound, I'm going to push into his mind and effectively cast Major Image. So I'm going to be pushing the image of a shadow kind of lurking behind one of his drawers, and I'm going to also have the Sending Stone talking louder over there, hoping that he doesn't notice that it's echoing from me.
Are you repeating the words that it says?
As best as I can. I know it's muffled, so I'm just going to make it amplified up a bit.
Okay, so you hear from the Sending Stone, and he hears through your illusion, through your mental intrusion.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, I have eyes on the Vandals. What condition do you wish them in?
And as he does that, as I hear those words and as I've been relaying them, I'm going to start making a muffled sound and like kind of a shuffling sound from back behind that drawer.
The captain will rush in and go to pick up the Sending Stone that isn't there.
And as he does it, I'm going to bolt. I'm going to roll out from under the table and just run for the door and try and make it to the water.
You're no longer invisible now.
Yep.
Because it cast it.
Right. Make athletics.
Alrighty. I have a frail old body still, so well past my prime. I got a 13.
Well, he rolled a natural 1.
Oh, there we
to
go.
react quick enough to catch you. So you hear him yelling after you, but you're now on deck. What do?
I jump off the deck into the water, and I'm just going to dive to get as deep as I can. At this point, I know I can swim. I know a lot of people in this day and age can't swim, and I can. but I'm really hoping Finion's out here ready to get me.
Mo, it's your turn.
Looking at these two guards, and
And in the distance behind them, you see now a boat just completely up in flames.
Yeah, that was me.
I'll look at the guards. Are you guys seeing this?
They'll turn.
And as they turn, I'm gonna flip the broom around and put the actual what is it? Just
The bristles?
the bristles on the ground. Sensei says, "Go for the low sweep," and I'm gonna try and knock the guard's feet out from under him. Should that be like in athletics or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
17?
I might have to use my inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration. How much did he roll?
17.
I rolled a 14.
Your bristles collide with his greaves, and the one guard looks back at you, looks down at the broom, then looks back at you to make eye contact.
Community service?
You're lucky it's not my turn yet. Do you do anything else on
I'm
your
just gonna squeeze past you. I'm gonna turn and just run through them
Okay.
to get back to my friends.
JR?
How far away are they?
Mo is now basically there. You also see a lot of the dock is cleared at this point. People have fled. But you do see a Gith man approaching
From
from within the city.
oh he
He does not have Hein's mutton chops.
oh I guess the guards that you're running away from, I'll go and try and shock them.
Okay.
So they make deck saves.
Oh, I see where you're at. They're like 45.
Zap 'em.
Wow. One rolled a natural 1, the other rolled a natural 20.
Wow.
So the one who rolled a natural 1 will take 12, and the other one will take 0. And I'll stun. Make that guy roll a con save too. We'll try and stun him.
Which guy?
The guy who failed.
He fails.
So he'll be stunned.
Okay, so he takes damage and he's stunned, and the other one is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tana, it's your turn.
How are these guards? I don't even know how they are.
There are
sir.
2 guards. They're 45 feet away. One of them is stunned. He's just, I guess he fell over. And the other one is fine.
Okay. I'm going to yell at the one who's fine. And I'm going to say,
Hey, are you a good noodle or a bad noodle?
Am I a noodle?
I don't know what it means either. Let me rephrase. If I give you this chance to run home, are you going to run home?
No, you're under arrest.
okay, great. I'm going to hurl 3 scorching rays directly at his chest and feel so much better.
Look at the damage you've... Ah!
All 3 hit.
All 3 hit?
Yeah.
How much damage does this poor man take?
That'll be 19 fire damage in his face.
His skin begins sizzling and burning, and then he vanishes.
Sorry.
Mo's jaw will just drop
No.
in shock.
I don't mean that he turned to ash. I mean, it's like he was never there.
Oh.
Oh.
Oops. That's not a good sign.
Tana, make a DC 15 intelligence save.
Oh,
And
great.
subtract a d4 from your roll.
Gee, that's fair. It's an 8.
Take 12 psychic damage.
Gee. Oh, wonderful.
Tana, your friends vanish. Finian, Hein, you're in the water.
I hear him splash, see him come in the water. He's no longer invisible.
Right.
So I swim over rapidly because I'm a dolphin, and I go.
Hein, do you speak dolphin?
Believe it or not, probably to everyone's surprise, I don't.
Oh, that is surprising.
You're under the water, right? You
I am
swam
under
down.
the water, and yeah,
So
I dove straight
You
in.
can hear
so-
me, but you can't see me. Still invisible.
You're still invisible.
And I come over and I kind of nudge against you.
Answer.
Exactly.
I'll just kind of grip out, trying to grab anything solid around me.
I'm not going to drown you, but I'll
Oh,
swim away
good.
from the ship far enough that
Oh, thank
can
you.
surface.
Yes,
without-
thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're swimming to the dock. I assume.
I'm actually going to keep us out in the water for a moment so we can surveil the situation.
Oh, okay.
That's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm just over here taking massive amounts of damage. Just surveil.
Hein, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 17.
So, because you're low in the water, it's a bit hard to see up on the dock. But you do see one of the ships has completely exploded. And there is a mage who's putting out the fires on the other ones, who is now very frantically trying to put out
I'm sure
the other
there's all
ones.
sorts of debris falling into the water, and I can see the glow even though it's daylight.
Yeah.
How many of the ships are currently visibly damaged?
So many.
6 of the
24?
however many, yeah.
2 dozen, right?
So I'm going to pull on my dolphin friend at this point, trying to indicate I'm going to the surface. And if he doesn't respond, I'll just let go and swim to the surface.
No, I get what he means.
Okay, so we'll go up and surface. I'll keep holding on to him, and as I look and see that most of these aren't substantially damaged, I hope he can understand and hear me. It doesn't look like the distraction team managed to get all that many.
Hein, as you get closer now to the port, you feel the presence of another telepath.
That is why there wasn't more fire. There's another here. If memory serves correctly, it's a seeker. We'll have to deal with them. Get us on land. Mush!
Mo, the guards have left now. You see Tana, hands on forehead, and a Gith, the Gith you saw earlier, who is just walking from the city into the scene. What do you do?
I'll look at the Gith. Hey, can you stop messing with Tana? We kind of need her to set the boats on fire.
That is precisely why I mess with this Tana.
Look, man, I really don't want to hurt people, and then that's when I'll realize that there's actual bodies on the ground. And then I'll look at JR. Wait, are you guys killing them?
No.
They must have killed themselves.
Oh, Mo.
Yes,
Sweet
we're killing them, Mo. Killed them.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that later, but in the meantime, look, man, I'm really good at karate, and I don't want to hurt you. So if you don't let her go on that, I'm gonna have to punch you.
It is quite all right. You will not be able to hurt me.
I'll flip my broom back over to the spear side. I'm gonna run up and whack him in the shins with it.
Your broom passes through him,
Huh.
and he just is no longer there.
Would magic damage hit him?
No.
Okay.
It's a great question.
Wait, I have another idea. I'm gonna walk over. And I'm gonna try and whack Tana on the shins to snap her out of it.
Such a bad idea.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see. 14.
What is your armor?
Less than that. It's 12, my AC.
Well, that hits.
I'm gonna try and whack her on the shin. Hey, Tana, snap out of it. Okay, good. And you'll take 4 broom damage. That's the lowest. That was the lowest. That was the
Tana,
lowest.
That's
That's
like
good.
a tenth of her health.
I know, but it wasn't. I'm gonna try and snap her out of it.
Tana, your head hurts and now your shin hurts.
Damn it!
I don't think it worked.
JR, you see Mo has turned against Tana.
Lucky I passed that charisma save. Anyway,
excuse
Mo,
me?
we're not supposed to be punching each other. We're supposed to be fighting this gift.
No. That was. She's in like a trance or something. I don't know where that guy. That was just like an image.
Show yourself and fight like a fish, not a frog.
JR, make a intelligence save.
No.
Take 17 psychic damage. Tana, it's your turn. You still don't see Mo or JR, but you do hear them, and you felt Mo attacking your ankles for some reason.
Shin.
Shit, I apologize.
Oh, that's all the information you're going to give me?
Yeah, you're clueless. You're basically standing in an empty port. There's fire behind you,
How close am I to the water?
like 15 feet.
I'm going to do something I've never, ever, ever done before. and I'm going to start running towards the water.
Oh.
And I'm
Okay.
going to dive in.
Tana, as you jump in, you're surprised to see Hein emerge from the water as if he's riding something. And then, before you can think about it much, you hit the water.
Oh, I scream. You've never heard me make a scream like this before.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Hein, you are now up on the port. You see Mo and JR and a Gith. But you don't see Finian because he's invisible.
I guess I look across the docks and see the sheer amount of fire and dead corpses everywhere.
Yeah, lots of guards.
Is anyone actively acting hostile?
No, though the Seeker's attention now, snaps towards you.
No,
All
just Mo hitting me in the shins.
My disposition will become serious, and I will address him. Sadiq. I knew they would send someone eventually.
Hein, I was not expecting to see you here. We heard that you had died.
I had, and now I am back. It turns out it takes more than that to kill me.
Well, then hopefully I will be enough. Please just surrender. I'd rather not fry your brain before I take you back.
You know why they called for me with difficult cases, yes? It's because I fight differently. And with that, I'll summon a shield and a chain whip straight from the psionic energies, and they'll explode into existence, coalescing from the air around it into these forms, and I'll ready the whip for his attack.
Finian, it's your turn. You're still in the water, I believe?
I'm still invisible. I'm still a dolphin. And I see Tana leap into the water, which is really odd for a tiefling fire sorcerer. I swim over to where she's now in the water. Are you bobbing up and down in the water, or are you...
No, I'm flailing and screaming and dying.
And sinking quickly, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Okay.
Tieflings do not float.
All right. So I swim over. I go... "Ee." You probably don't hear that, but it's my "Hi, I'm here to save you" call.
I guess I'll just feel something nudge me.
Yeah. And then
the
something
back.
nudges you. Well, no. I get underneath you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And then I lift you up out of the water enough that you're not drowning.
I'm obviously screaming at the top of my lungs right now because I have no idea why I'm being lifted up.
That doesn't help.
No, actually, it helps more than you think. I know Finian's dolphin call. Okay, so my screams will lessen somewhat.
Great. Mo, it's your turn.
I'm looking frantically between the two Gith and JR. Hein, do you have this under control? I can't really hit him.
Go!
Oh, okay. JR, I need you to listen to me right now. All right, you're not being a good noodle. You keep killing people.
Yeah, and
I
we
think
need
it's
to kill this Gith.
I think the sword is doing it to you. And then with that, I'm gonna try and snatch the sword out of his hand.
Oh no. Or yes? I'm not sure.
Are you rolling a d20?
Yeah.
I am going to bend luck.
Ooh.
And I'm throwing out some chaos because I want to get rid of this sword. I'm going to help you.
Okay, so I think it's sleight of hand. Is
Yeah.
all right. Here we go. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Okay, that's looking good. So currently I'm at 19.
Add 4.
Okay, 23.
Against what? My
I-
strength of just holding it?
Yeah. Make athletics.
I should mention that every time I use my sorcery points to try and bend things to my will, bad things are a little bit more prone
What'd
to
you roll?
happen.
23.
I'll use my inspiration.
Doth not alloweth that
Oh,
gent.
Yes!
What happened?
I got a 21.
Wow.
Oh, thank God I did that!
Yep.
You snatch Soul Render from JR's hands.
I'm really sorry, JR. It's this thing can't be near you, and I'm gonna start running towards the ocean. And then I don't know if I can do it on this turn or not. Let me know But I'm going to try and huck it into the ocean.
I'll let you use another attack action. to do
Okay.
that.
I'm going to yeet it.
Yeah.
No! Okay, with a 12, I throw it.
Yeah, I mean,
This is probably a good time to mention that when I went to help you throw that in the water, I accidentally tapped into some stuff I'm not quite sure how to control.
Oh.
roll a
And-
D100.
And as I guess I will be like writhing on the ground,
Snake,
spitting out
snake.
water.
You want her to summon another
I want
snake?
another snake.
Okay, so I am on the port, sputtering, pulling seaweed out of my hair, and I got a 67.
Overwhelmed with raw heat, you struggle to keep it contained within your body.
Oops.
At the beginning of each of your turns for the next minute, I'll need you to make a charisma save.
What happens if I fail it?
Well, we'll find out if you fail it. JR.
So as you turn around, Mo, after throwing it away, you notice I'm not even looking at you. I'm just looking at the gith and start walking towards it. And in my hand, a blade starts to form out of nowhere.
Oh, no. I'll facepalm.
Are you kidding me?
Soul Render forms in his hand.
Are you fucking
and
kidding?
the veins around his grip turn black.
Oh!
Oh, God.
I forgot you could do that.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Stabbeth thy foe.
It takes an action to summon.
You'll stab at him next turn. Tana, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know it's real.
Make a charisma save.
It really sucks.
The weight is real.
So, this is against your own DC. You fail?
I never fail charisma saves.
What'd you fail by?
1?
Tana, how you're pretty close to what's going on, I imagine.
I mean, I basically just got hurled off of a dolphin
Right.
and like tumbled on the port.
You're all vaguely near each other.
Yeah.
Tana fails, at least momentarily, to keep this fire at bay. And I need all of you to take, and Tana, you'll roll this, 2d6 fire damage.
Even me in the water?
Not you, Finian.
Okay.
But this will include both Gith, at least.
Huh.
Do I take fire damage?
Yes.
For myself?
Yes.
Half,
You
though.
have resistance.
Oh, sorry, one fell. Oh, fuck, one is 5. Okay, the other one's a 6. Or 1, I mean, to make a 6. No, I'm not lying. The other one's a 1, so that's 6.
Everyone takes 6 fire damage except the dolphin.
And I'll take 3, right?
Right.
Oh, my health is dwindling. I am having a really bad afternoon.
Tana, you can continue your turn if you'd like.
So I still have an action on my turn?
Yes. You can use that action to try and hold the fire within. So you'll have advantage on the save next turn. Or you can just do whatever you want. That works too.
Remind me how long mage armor lasts. I guess I can
8
look it up.
hours.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I am going to, number 1, curl up into a ball and cry. And then I'm going to enact my mage armor to give me a higher
AC, armor.
that.
Great.
Yeah.
So you'll cry as a bonus action
Yeah,
and
the
then cast
crying.
mage armor.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is the Seeker's turn. Hein, I need you to make a DC 15 wisdom save and subtract a D4 from your roll.
Whew.
Brutal.
So I rolled a 19. I also rolled a 4 to subtract, so I'm down to 15. But with a +4, since I have proficiency in it, I'm back up to 19.
Oh, okay, so you made it. So you take 8 psychic damage and suffer none of the other effects. And
Ooh, he hurts bad.
his confidence wavers a little. He the corner of his mouth, just the hint of a scowl appears. Hein, it's your turn.
So since he just touched my mind, I now know that he hasn't successfully put any illusions that what I see in front of me is him. So I'm not going to try and investigate whether or not he's real. I'm going to whip my chain back, which now can float almost magically, and spin quickly, releasing it. sending it in a flail. And as it goes, I'm going to increase its size and momentum as well. So he'll have, I'll roll to hit him with this thrown weapon.
His AC is 14.
Got him with a 19.
Yep.
So since I've grown the chain, I'll roll an additional d8 for the damage here. Oh, high rolls. 15 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm going to spend a psi point to make him, or to make the chain try and grapple him.
Ooh, okay.
As it wraps around him from the impact. So go ahead and make a DC 16 strength save.
9. He fails.
So the chain wraps around him violently and viciously, and I spike to this chain, so it's poking into every little nook and cranny as he presumably hits the ground from the momentum.
Yeah,
of
he
this.
stumbled back, and then when the chain wrapped around him, he just fell backwards.
And then as my reaction, I can sense all of the death happening, and people are slowly bleeding out and dying. I'm going to go ahead and look at the nearest guard who just died and use my reaction to drain his power. And I'll pull his mental energy back into myself, consuming it. I'll regain a psi point, as well as gain 1d4 health. 2 health.
Finian, go ahead.
I'm evil.
Yeah, do you want some ketchup with those brains you just sucked out?
For what it's worth, the guard, you seem to ease his passing.
He will be restored in malice.
I'm still in a
Hopefully
ball.
not. Hopefully he goes to a better place than Malice.
Wow.
Well, I mean, we already established that being good or being bad means following what Tana says, and he didn't follow what Tana said.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
you just go
Straight to malice.
Right to malice with you, buddy.
Y'all are savage tonight.
Did I see the sword soul render?
You saw Soul Render
Hit the water?
take a kind of half-ass throw
Oh, that's rude.
and plop in the water, say 15, 20 feet out.
All right, I go swim over to where the sword plopped into the
You
water.
swim over, the sword is slowly sinking, and then it vanishes.
Like it just disappears.
Like
Gone.
it turns into black smoke, and then the black smoke vanishes, and the water just fills the space where it once was. No.
I'm gonna run in front of JR. All right, JR, you're done killing people. You have to kill me next, and I'm just gonna stand in your way. And I end my turn.
Oh, you're.
God damn it.
Are you?
Why do you always need me to hold your collar back?
Mo, are you readying an action to get in his
I'm
way?
readying to get hit, so I guess he
Okay.
can auto crit if he wants.
JR, it's your turn. You see the Gith is on the ground, coiled up in this thick-ass chain.
Okay. You see, I'm just eyes closed, cringing, waiting to get stabbed.
I just walk around you.
Well, he's readying his action.
Yeah,
to,
like I'm
move
staying
with
in your
you.
way. You're not evil, JR.
Hold on, I
You're
need to
not
make
evil.
A charisma save. I will.
You're the backbone of the good noodles.
You're right. And I'll go to hug you.
Oh no.
And as I hug you, I'll just raise my hand and blast him from behind your back.
You're not hurt.
Makes a
He's
check.
gonna kill someone.
Is he restrained?
The back
He's
of your
restrained, yes.
He auto-fails his dex save.
So the back of your neck probably stands up from the static. Just close your eyes, sweet boy.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Nolan is devastated.
17
Damage.
with my draconic blast.
He takes 17 lightning
And this
damage.
is what replaces your eldritch blast
Ooh,
for this class.
that's even cooler. Tana, make a charisma save. The fire is still brimming at just your skin.
Am I on fire?
You are now releasing like shockwaves of fire.
Yay.
Did you fail?
No, I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm hugging myself so tightly. The
You're-
fire is at bay.
you keep it at bay for the next 6 seconds.
Real hug fest. This is a wholesome episode.
Yeah,
You're a
super
monster.
wholesome.
A very wholesome episode.
I will scramble to my feet. Do absolutely nothing else because my health is very low right now. I'm just gonna skitter back 15 feet away.
Great. The Gith will yell out, "Hein, stop this madness!" And he will try and intrude on your mind. Make a wisdom save.
Okay.
And subtract the d4.
Let's try this again. Oh, even better this time. A natural roll of 19 with a 2.
Wow.
But adding 5 puts me at 22.
So take 10 psychic damage.
Oof. Jeez.
Though he will let out a scream as he feels you rebuff him. And he'll start struggling against the chains. Hein, it's your turn.
So since he's still restrained on the ground at this point by my chains, and I am down to 7 health, it's time for some action. I'm going to run up as fast as I can straight at him. I have my little spiky shield still that I summoned with the chain, and I'm just going to go and try and strike him right in the face with it as hard as I possibly can. It's a 14 hit?
AC 14?
Oh, just barely. So as I go to swing at it, he tries to roll out of the way, and I barely catch him with it, and I bash into his head this spiky shield. And in the classical style, I'm going to grow it in size as well, so it does extra damage. Not so good. It's going to be an 11.
Your perspective shifts as your weapon comes down to his face, and you see your weapon coming down to your own face. Take 9 psychic damage.
That does it. I go down.
Negative now?
As Hein collapses, the psionic construct around the other Gith vanishes. Finian, it's your turn.
I'm going to make my way towards shore. I'm going to return to my normal elvish form, druid attire and all that. And I cast the healing spirit again. You see the ghostly apparition of a pig. So you take 6 points of healing.
Ooh, yay.
You phrased that so funny.
That sounded evil.
Take 6 healing damage. The seeker will stand up, and he doesn't look great, but he kind of cracks his neck and looks around, sees JR approaching with a sword, hand outstretched from lightning. He sees Tana. Now Finian up on the deck, and then he yells, "Enough!" And a psychic shockwave ripples outward from his forehead and hits all of you, and in a blink of an eye, your vision fades to black. And that is where we'll continue next week. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast, and a special thanks to our deity patrons, Linda Mundorf, Tiberius, and Pete M., our celestial patrons, David Green and Ironjaw, and our hero patron, Chris Matowski. Don't forget, all of our current patrons, as well as the next 9 who join, get a painted, signed, and numbered model of Tana. That's all I have for today. See you next week for our super spooky Halloween special. Ooh.
You're so lucky I forgot to do Hellish Rebuke. You are so lucky I forgot to do that. Can I have a delayed Hellish Rebuke when I'm back on the port?
Did you just burn Mo to a crisp? Is that what you're going to do?
It would hurt. It would hurt.
Aw.
Sorry.
Tana sucks.
I'm just going to eat this cupcake real quick.